Passion our purpose, profit our pain. I don't want my name to ever be in vain. A life full of substance is the only thing that will remain the same. Millennial thoughts. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Millennial Thoughts Podcast. Today I am here with the lovely Dannieka, okay, aka known as That Girl TV, She the Camera, all that stuff.
Who's That Girl TV?
She is a content creator. She's a photographer, videographer. She is all that plus more. If y'all see my Valentine picture, she did that as well. Okay, if you're in the Atlanta area, book her. Period. We'll do shameless plugs at the end. But today we wanted to talk about how to become a content creator, tips on becoming a content creator, and just how we balance it and stuff like that. I thought that'd be really cool to talk about that because some people want to be content creators. And if you don't want to be a content creator, share this with your friend who does want to be a content creator, because we love to talk about content creation. And yeah, if y'all are watching this on live, make sure y'all like this, make sure y'all comment. If y'all are hearing this on the audio, make sure y'all check us out on Instagram. And today's words of affirmation is, I have all the strength and confidence within me that I need to succeed. So that is the words of affirmation for today as we go in and discuss content creation. You have everything in you. If you want to be a content creator, there will be some tough times and there will be some tough days. But that is what I wanted to start off with. I want to ask you a question. What are you grateful for, honey?
I am grateful for life in general. I'm grateful that I was able to see another year, 2022, with all that has been going on in 2020 and 2021. And I'm just grateful that I am where I need to be.
That's cool. I'm grateful for, health, life, and the possibilities to, do better in life. I feel like I want to add that, maybe to my podcast, a grateful segment. We'll see how it goes. But if y'all are watching this, let us know what you're grateful for in the comments. If you're watching the replay or if you're listening to this, make sure you comment on Instagram and let us know what you are grateful for. And we are going to start off with the journey of being content creators and how we balance it with our 9-to-5s and stuff like that. So, yes, hopefully y'all enjoy this episode. Let me know if y'all want more topics like this. Give us some suggestions, you know what I'm saying? And help your content creator friends out. Okay, period. So, would you like to go first? Did you know, that you wanted to be a content creator? Or, how did you get into content creation?
So I've always been artistic. I've always loved taking pictures, loved doing videos. And even when YouTube first came out, when I was in junior high, kind of like junior high, high school, I used to make videos. I used to make short films. And I used to what I used to love doing is making fake, remember you ever seen Cribs?
Yes,
on MTV
yes,
Cribs?
Yes,
I used to I used to recreate MTV Cribs.
For real?
Yes. You have to see a video. It's not funny. But, yes, it was just, something that I did because I just liked doing it. And then it wasn't until I graduated from... Okay, when I started grad school, I was making YouTube videos, but I never posted any of them.
Okay.
So I was making YouTube videos, but I wasn't posting anything. And then I graduated from grad school in 2018. And y'all know, post-graduation is real.
Yes.
It is the real deal. And, dealing with having, trying to find a job and stuff like that, I had to find a way to keep myself busy. So I was like, I'm going to just start my YouTube channel. I always wanted to do a YouTube channel. I'm always watching YouTube videos or whatever. So then I started my YouTube channel, and then, it was just that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I would say that I honestly didn't watch YouTube when I grew up like that, though. I watched it for, music videos and stuff like that, but I didn't really think too much into it, honestly. I think I got into content creation just by, the idea of, I want to write. I like to write. Oh, there's blogs. Blogs are nice to do. And I was like, okay, I'll just share my experience in writing it. And I knew what blogging was, but I didn't know that it was content creation until I kind of got older and more I guess is the word like abreast? Is that the word? I don't know if that's the word or not, but like knew more about it. So I was doing blogging, I was doing podcasts. I never knew that was called content creation. So I feel like I didn't always know I wanted to be a content creator. I kind of feel like I just fell into it, because I also don't know if I really think that I'm that creative or that I was that creative in the beginning when I even started this. I was just like, oh, I have an idea. Let me do this, let me do that. But I guess that all is showing that I am creative, because I do have the idea and I'm able to, produce content and create it. So thought that was interesting when I first started. I don't really, now I am like, I'm creative, but I feel like I can be more creative, but I'm still, working on that. So you started doing YouTube videos and then photography first, or like right after it, or how did that go?
I've always been taking pictures. I started doing it as a hobby. Like I used to take pictures of like my friends and family or whatever. I used to take pictures at like family events when they needed photographers. And then like when I got to undergrad, I majored in mass communication, and I was a part of our TV station. So then like they used to like train us to go to different events to do like videography and photography work, and from there, that's when I knew I could make money from photography, and I started my own business in photography in undergrad, and it just went from then.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't even know. Well, I was not doing no photography. I was not doing no videography. I know nothing about that, honestly. I didn't start really getting into it until like my senior year in college, and then in grad school is when I like did my podcast and stuff like that. But that's cool. Like photographers and videographers, they are making money out here. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a little background. Of course, I do blogging, podcasting, and we both do YouTube, and she does photography and videography. So we want to talk about tips on becoming a content creator, okay? And how to even balance it, and like what you need to know and things that you need to do if you really want to start this content creation journey, okay? So my first tip, I talked about a little bit on my YouTube channel, but it's like, what content do you want to create, and like what content you want to put on these platforms, and like what platform matches your personality. I think that really is really important, knowing the personality that you have, because if you don't like to talk, you might not want to do video. Like TikTok might not be good for you, like YouTube might not be good for you, because like you do not want to be over here doing all this video, and you don't even like to talk. So like, what is that? That's really, nothing, honestly. So yeah, but if you like to write, blogging would be really great for you. So all you gotta do is write it out and type it out. So that would be my first tip, is to make sure you get with a platform that matches your personality. Do you have another tip for them?
Find something that you love. Find something that you're passionate about, that you can like talk about forever. I started off my YouTube channel like talking about film and photography, and like those videos actually got a lot, because I used to always like give tips about SCAD, because I went to SCAD, so I used to always get tips about SCAD. Until this day, people still inbox me about questions they have about enrolling to SCAD and stuff like that. So find something that you love doing, find something that you can talk about all day, and try to figure out like what niche, and figure out your target audience. I think that's like a main thing with actually growing your channel. It's like knowing who your target audience is and giving them exactly what they want.
That's
being
true.
I always want to note that being a content creator, you have to be selfless in some ways. Because sometimes like I realize like I want to do this is what I want to do, but sometimes your audience wants something else versus what you want. So sometimes you have to like make a balance, like give them what you want and give them what they want.
Yeah. And honestly, truly, they be saying do this for the audience, do that for the audience. Yeah. Like, I didn't start this doing stuff for audience. I started like posting travel just because I like to travel. Like, I just started posting like travel content, where I was going, just because I liked it. I never knew nothing about an audience. I never knew it was content creation. So honestly, when you just start off, I just say post stuff that you want people to know you for, and that's how you will build up the audience. Like, don't go like, oh, I want this type of audience, I want that type of audience, because honestly, the audience can change, it can switch up, different things can happen. You just never know what is going to happen. And I would say first, post it for yourself, show that you can be consistent, so that you can be self-disciplined, because editing, posting, promoting, it's a lot of work. So I wouldn't always say just doing it for the audience, because honestly, your audience will be attracted by what you put out. Don't always try to go out for the audience. You can say like, this is for this person, this is for that person. Like with my podcast, Millennial Thoughts, I said this is for millennials and this is what we're thinking. But at the end of the day, I'm millennial, so it's my thoughts and what I think about different things. So I would say don't always think like you got to create something for an audience, create something for an audience. Like create for you, and whatever or whoever relates to you will watch and join you. That's how I feel about it. What do you think?
I agree.
Yeah, and because I'm like, they're like, oh, target audience, and it's like, that's not really how I came approach from it. But now, like, content creation is like the new wave. Everybody's getting on and stuff like that. So they're going to tell you, like, find your target audience, find this, find that. But it's like, if you like to create, you want to do different things, like, you do what you want to do, and that's what they say, the people will come, the people will follow you. So I think really knowing, like, what platform you work best on, your personality, and doing stuff like you're passionate about, what you can talk about all the time, I feel like that is the lane that you need to go in, versus you going into a lane that's like, I'm doing this for the people, because people will hate on you. People be like, this is ugly, they don't like this, they don't like that. So you really can't do nothing for the people. You see what I'm saying? You got to do something for yourself, and you just hope that people enjoy it, that are watching it, are listening to it, like the podcast. And you have any other tips?
I agree with everything that you said, because when I started mine, I just was posting what I wanted to post. I was doing like a lot of film and photography tips. I was doing like skincare, hair, and I was doing vlogs. And I still do those things to today, because my thing is, I don't want to, like, I'm doing this because I love doing it, and I don't want to get stuck in, oh, this is just strictly business. Because then I'm going to lose interest in it, and I'm going to lose passion in it, then my job is going to really go down, and I'm just going to be like, okay, I'm drained. It's like, I already have a 9 to 5. I don't want to go back, come to like, okay, this is another 9 to 5. I wanted to make it into something where I'm doing something that I love doing, and I can create whatever I want to create.
Yes, definitely. Definitely creating on whatever you want to create, and that's what I feel like is the best, that you're able to create what you want to create. If you don't like it, you can create something new. So it don't have to be a 9 to 5. It don't feel like you're stuck in something. And like, not that you feel like you're stuck in a 9 to 5, but sometimes you are stuck in your 9 to 5. But, just like an outlet, like a creative outlet. And so that's a great transition, because we want to talk about like how to balance a 9 to 5 with content creation, which is really, really kind of hard. If y'all want to chime in, y'all can talk about that too. But one thing I learned about it is like, you got to have a job that you can like balance it. Like, so if it's a 9 to 5, like if it's Monday through Fridays, you work on yourself on weekends, you can get up earlier. Like, I know I get up earlier now sometimes to work on myself. Whoo, child. And sometimes I sacrifice my lunch break. Sometimes I sacrifice my sleep and stuff like that. So you just got to know like what you want to do and how you want to put it through to be able to make your 9 to 5 work with it. But also not having your 9 to 5 be so tedious or so like busy that you always have to work on your 9 to 5, or like it's crazy hours. Like you might work 2 to 10, or you one day, like it's like flex hours. Like you want something that's like consistently a 9 to 5, your time, your lunchtime, so that you're able to like create and plan and do different things that you want to do. And so I would say like, when I know that like I'm on my lunch break, it's like, okay, I'm working on my blog post. I'm working on trying to, talk to somebody, trying to collab. Like I know that we can meet at this time, because my lunchtime is the same time at every time. Even if you get like 15-minute breaks, because those are the law. So you could do like take a 15-minute break, and if you're responding to comments or something like that, you could still do that. Or if you working from home, get up a little bit earlier and like try to use that hour that you would be working to commute to work. Take that hour and use it to work on your content. And thank you so much, Dave, for saying you appreciate this live. I hope you enjoy this live. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Side note, if you are listening to us on audio, we do live on Facebook and Instagram, so y'all can join us on there, and maybe you'll hear your voice or your name on the audio as well. So yes. But yeah, so I would say the balancing the most is really just like having your schedule, knowing what you're doing day to day, and picking out days that you want to create content. So I know that when I first started, January has been a busy month, and I've been creating content, and I've been posting a lot this month, and it honestly is overwhelming. But I knew that like when you have money, you can outsource. So I thought about outsourcing. Now I don't got all that money, so don't be asking for money. But outsourcing and using your days, like on Saturdays, like I'm like, okay, that's a content creation day. And when I work from home, I'm like, okay, I can get up earlier. I can work on my thumbnails. I can work on my podcast episode. I can edit. I can do different things, So it's like coming up with a plan and trying to, put that plan together that's going to work for you in your 9 to 5. So that's my tips for doing a 9 to 5 and content creation. What are your tips? Why are you laughing?
You know how I am. I can't help it. But anyways, I agree with everything that you said. I believe that like when you work at a 9 to 5, like use your weekends to do as much content as you can. Because what I like to do is like I like to like do videos and stuff like that on weekends, and on weekdays I can be able to like post them, so I don't have to worry about, oh, I need to record this video, oh, I need to edit this video, oh, I didn't get this content done or whatever. I need to take pictures for social media. So you really utilize your weekends and make it a priority. Make your content creation a priority, just like you make your job a priority. Like, you got to wake up to be to your 9 to 5. So make that content creation a priority. Set a time, like 3 to 4 hours to get these content done on Saturdays and Sunday. And, on the weekdays, all you're doing is posting. And then you're going to do the same thing on weekends. And what I like to do is, like, even when I don't finish getting all my content done through the weekends, I make a to-do list throughout the week. Okay, so what do I want to accomplish on Monday? What do I need to get done on Monday? Have that to-do list done on Sunday. And then throughout the week, you go to that to-do list and make sure you checking off those check boxes throughout the week. And most times I'm editing videos on my break. Like today, I was talking to Alicia and literally I'm on talking to her on my break and I'm editing my YouTube video. So I really utilize my breaks to get some content done. And sometimes during work, I'll be adding a little to-do list. Oh, I got to do this and I got to do that or whatever when we ain't busy. But, it's just basically utilizing your time when you're not working.
Yeah, definitely. Like I used to do my lunch breaks. I love that I get hour breaks. Side note, but I used to like watch TV and stuff like that, but all my TV shows went away, so I'm like, well, what am I doing? I might as well use my hour lunch break to create my content, you know what I'm saying? So I would just like take a to-do list. I would make to-do lists too, like, okay, what do I need to do this week? And I like a break, like, what do I need to do? What do I need to put down? Like, do I need to bring my computer to work so I can work on my thumbnails, so I can work on my podcast episode? Or am I reaching out to somebody? Am I talking to somebody? Can I do whatever I need to do from my phone? Like, that is what you have to think. You have to like really plan ahead sometimes. And then I would say too, like how she was saying, like a schedule. So some days I record. So I record maybe like a Friday night or something like that. Saturday morning I'm getting up and editing. So I don't do it all at the same time, like, because that's sometimes overwhelming. But I do like, okay, this day I'm going to edit. This day I'm going to post it. This day I'm going to record it. This day I'm going to do this. Like, I always set up like what days I'm going to do what. And thank you all so much for joining the lives on Instagram and Facebook. I do see y'all and I see y'all commenting and I appreciate it. I can't wave back, but I definitely appreciate y'all joining us live on here. Okay. But yeah, so I would say I look at my week like, okay, what do I want to post? Okay, when do I need to post it? What's going on? So this is not good, but sometimes if I'm up at nighttime, like last night, I was editing a thumbnail for my vlog that's coming out on Friday. Side note plug, subscribe to Alicia's Adventures. But it's just those like little times, like, do I know, or even like, do I have a system? So now I kind of create my thumbnails the same. So it's like, okay, I can recreate those. I can just try to, fix them up and whatnot. So I try to think of systems to make it easier for me. And I even hired an editor for my blog because I know that that's one thing that I cannot keep up. So I send my editor some blogs and she edits for me and I just post them. I got one. Oh my gosh, it's today. Tuesday? Today's Monday. Today's Monday. Today is Monday. Look. So tomorrow, Tuesday, the blog post is already scheduled because why? I have an editor and I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that. And, it's already up there. Yes, it's a plug for me. You got to plug yourself all the time. Okay, that's what I learned. That's what you got to do. But yeah, I'm not even trying to plug myself. I'm just really talking about like how to balance content creation and working a 9 to 5. It's hard. I had 2 weeks off. I really didn't do any content. I did do some, but I kind of recorded mostly. And, that helped me try to get above. So I kind of like also bulk record sometimes. So I'll record like 3 or 4 times a day. and not a day, I mean like 3 or 4 times, like 3 or 4 videos a day when I do bulk record. And so that is also how I'm able to, put videos out more, because I bulk record, So sometimes y'all see the same shirt in the videos. It's just a mind your business type of thing, because I got to get this content out, Sometimes I'll change it, do some different things, but it just all depends on what I'm working on that day, what I'm doing. And so that's another way that I am able to produce more content. Bulk recording, I did that with my podcast. It's harder now since I do lives on my podcast, but I used to bulk record my podcast. I bulk recorded my YouTube videos, and I even I didn't really bulk my blog posts, because I kind of just write whenever I write, because that's just like how I feel. With writing is kind of harder to bulk write, I would say, but with podcasts and vlogs, videos, it's really easier for me too. So I would say that what helped me was bulk recording and writing down my ideas in my notes, writing my ideas in my journal, and sticky notes, having all these ideas written into one form is really easier for me, and it helps me when it comes to content creation and planning and different things like that. Okay, what about you?
What's the question?
It's still the tips. I'm just saying,
girl, you gave a lot, honey.
I did. What helps you? What else helps you? I was just agreeing with you, because I was
what helps me to create content? Mm-hmm. Oh, so I was saying before, a schedule helps me. I like to plan ahead of time. So for January, I'll have a theme for January. I actually took a break from creating content for a while, a good old while break.
Yes, okay.
But I'm back. I'm back. So now just going forward, just every month having a whole schedule throughout the month. So I don't have to worry about when I'm going to create. So a good thing that I like to do for especially YouTube, what kind of videos, what type of videos that I want to do. Write a list of 30 videos. Mm-hmm. Up to 30 videos, so then you don't have to be stuck I don't want to do this video again. You have more than one video to choose from throughout the week that you can create or whatever. So just creating that long list of videos that you can choose from throughout the month, and so that you won't get stuck, so that you won't have a content. Is that when you have a writer's block? Is that block?
A content block.
Is there such thing as a content block? Okay.
Well, there shouldn't be content block, because you should, know what you're talking about.
Just so that you won't have a content block. Mm-hmm. And I just don't make excuses. Another thing that I know a lot of people who wants to be content creators or are creating content, they make excuses of creating videos because they don't have the equipment. And baby, when I started, I was using my iPhone 8, this phone right here. This crack-up phone right here, I was using this phone right here, and what I did was, I didn't have no lights, so I got a lamp. I got a lamp.
That's smart.
Seriously, get a lamp, or if you don't have a lamp, sit in front of the window.
The lighting, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You have to
use your
videos in the daytime and make sure you get that natural light. But I don't make excuses for myself why I can't create content, because if I have a phone, if I have an iPhone, then it's no excuses why I can't make no videos.
No excuses. Yeah.
At this point in 2022, it's really no excuses, because I think 80% of people have an iPhone. I don't know how the Android videos be looking. But
that's rude. We ain't gonna talk about Android users, because they might be listening to the podcast.
Y'all do what y'all gotta do. But I'm just saying, it's really no excuses to make content, and for 2022, I'm just telling myself no excuses, get it done or whatever.
That's true. I like that. So actually, with my podcast, I do more themes. I don't do it on my YouTube channel, but I do more themes on my podcast. So this month was all about self-development. So I did vision boards. We talked about taxes for entrepreneurs. It's coming out. Mm-hmm. Next month, February, I'm doing love. In March, I'm doing stuff about women history. April, I'm doing financial literacy. Yes, no excuses, make it work. Yes. Mm-hmm. So it's I do that for my podcast. I feel it's easier doing things, and then I'm not stressed about what to talk about. That's really easy for my podcast to just do themes, for real. YouTube is not really easy for me to do themes. I really be struggling on the topics for YouTube, because I'm what do I need to talk about? What do I got to talk about? I got to keep on thinking of something. So I just decided to change my strategy, and I do want to show and say that if you're a content creator, it's okay to change your strategy. Mm-hmm. It's okay to change your platform. I went from talking about adulting on my YouTube channel to now I'm just doing vlogs and life in Atlanta and stuff like that. So it's okay to change your strategy. If you see something is not working and you want to try something else, you can definitely do that as well. So it's okay to change your strategy. It's okay to change the videos that you do. You're always going to be learning. Like, there's always a new gadget, a new this, a new that. And I don't really get caught up into that. You see what I'm doing right now? I got my phone and my computer, and that's what I'm using. So I use what I have and what I got. And if I ain't got it, well, then I can't use it. So at this point, there's no complaining. A ring light and a camera is what you can use, I do have a Canon G7X to do my vlogs and stuff like that. But it's like you got to use what you got. But don't be afraid to just start. And they do say your first video is in. And that's why I don't go back and look at my old videos.
My first video
was first video was not like, oh, the lighting here, the lighting here. It was just like whatever. But girl, you gotta start somewhere, right? Like, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what the lighting was, girl. I don't even know. I was just recording. I had no ring light. I was like, it's dark. What am I doing? I'm just trying out here. So if you do want to be a content creator, I definitely would say that you should. Well, you can research it now because there's all these things on YouTube about it. I just thought to do a podcast episode about it because I thought it was kind of cool. But if you want to be a content creator, figure out the content you want to talk about, what you're passionate about, figure out your platform, and then you need to start producing, editing, posting. Okay. That's
another thing I want to point out there that had helped me is like I have a lifestyle video, so my channel, it ranges from different things. Like I do hair, I do fashion, I do like self-care, self-love, I do vlogs and stuff like that. So each day I post on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So like on Monday, I'll post like self-care, self-love, meditation, manifestation videos. On Wednesday, I do my hair videos. Fridays, I do my vlogs. So that kind of like helped me with like keeping
like a routine.
Yeah, like keeping a routine. So
now I do that.
My audience to know like what day. So like let's say one of my audience, they love my hair videos, but they don't too much care about my vlogs. They'll come every Wednesday to look at my hair videos.
Yes, I do like that. That's what I try to do. I do a schedule too. I do Sunday night lives every Sunday, so y'all know y'all can get a topic from me on my YouTube channel, and then Friday I do vlogs. I used to do Monday motivations. They didn't go that well, and that's why I created and changed my strategy. I would do Monday, I did motivation, I did content creation and stuff, and then I would sometimes post on Wednesdays or whatever, but now I know my vlogs are on Fridays. I like to post on Saturdays, but I guess people are busy and they don't always like to do Saturdays. But yeah, I would say that I do Fridays and Sundays, and that is my routine. So I keep the same things. Like Sunday nights, I'm going to go live. Fridays, y'all can get a vlog from me, and y'all might get a video from me in between. Y'all may get a video.
And that's a mic.
And that's a May. Okay? That is a May. Like, what? That is a May. I think we got 2 questions. Yes, we have some questions from GroovyPseudo.raw.
Who?
GroovyPseudo.raw. What got you both to pursue content creation, and what motivates you to? So, I'll start.
Like in general, like what motivate us in general, or like to make content?
Oh yeah, that's true. So the first question that we got asked is, what got you both to pursue content creation? I think really what got me to pursue content creation was not seeing someone like me in the media, which is like a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, you don't really see like black women in the media and stuff like that. And so, I mean, Oprah, yes, of course, you see her. But when I was like traveling, looking at travel blogs and stuff like that, I feel like there's a perception that like black people don't travel. And growing up as a military person, I traveled a lot, and I wanted to be able to showcase and share that brown people do travel. It ain't just for our other counterpartners. So that's really what got me into content creation. And then I also seen that when I went to grad school, people were like, just go to grad school, go get your education. But like nobody prepared, nobody talked about it. And so I wanted to talk about it in my podcast. That's why I started Millennial Thoughts, of like everything that's not taught, everything that's not talked about. So I decided to start my podcast to be able to talk about burnout, to be able to talk about self-care, self-love, to be able to talk about what they didn't teach you in undergrad to prepare you for grad school. Should I stay in grad school? Should I not stay in grad school? So that is how I got into content creation. And then, of course, like YouTube just came after that. I was like, what? Travel vloggers making money? I could do some vlogs on YouTube. Little did I know. I guess it was harder than what you think. If you create it, they will come. Yes. So that's my answer on what got me started? What got you started in content creation?
I'm just a creator. Like, I love creating, and I'm just like an artist.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I've always been like, I always have a camera with me since I was a little girl. I always loved cameras. I always got a camera for Christmas. So like, when YouTube and social media came about, and it's like, oh wow, I can use the pictures that I've taken and the videos that I've done, and I could post this like on a social platform, and people could like look at it and stuff like that. That like really pushed me, like, okay, let me share my talent to the world. And what also like motivate me is like, I get like a lot of feedback from my content about people being motivated by me and being inspired by me. So that really, really, really motivate me, being able to share my talent and my knowledge to the world, and to, even if it just like inspire or motivate one person, even if it just touch one person, like that really pushes me and moves me. Like, it gives me the chills.
I'm checking out.
Nah, like, it did give me the chills. Like, I'm just happy that I can use what I love doing and my talents to like push somebody, to help somebody, or whatever. So.
Yeah, I really don't look at me as like an inspiration, but I guess I do inspire people. But thank you.
Don't guess, but you do.
I don't. Yeah, I don't really look at it like, I didn't think about it like too. I guess I thought about like, I do want to inspire people to travel, but now that I think about it, I think of I think I am an inspiration. I don't think I'm an influencer. That's what it is. I like the inspiration for like inspiring people to travel, inspiring people to live their life.
I don't want to be an influencer.
I don't want to be an influencer.
Influencing nobody to do anything.
Yeah, like, I want to be an inspiration. So I do actually like the inspiration. We're better than the influencer. And shout out to you for asking the questions. Yes. So the next question is, what motivates you to? And I guess just like in general, don't know if I got a clearer answer on that. Oh yeah, what? Yeah, you do. That's why I'm here. Oh, thank you so much. So what motivates us? I think what motivates me is being able to be that, though, honestly. Like, I want to inspire younger women, younger girls to be able to be who they want. Like, if you're loud, they can say all this and that stuff about Black women, but you can be loud, you can be educated, you can travel, like, you can live your life how you want to live, you can be what you want to be. And you can, just create the life that you want to live. So that's what motivates me, and just like every day having the opportunity to create, to build the life that I want to live motivates me, even though sometimes it gets discouraging and it is a struggle. I think that is what motivates me. What motivates you?
What motivates me is like what I said earlier, just to wake up and create content, doing what I love doing, and to touch one person at a time. Okay, period. And he asked another question. How do you overcome creative's block? Baby, sometimes you gotta take a step back. Take a step back.
Okay.
And, like, I'm real big on spirituality, so sometimes I just like meditate. Maybe I'll pray. Maybe I'll read a book. Maybe I'll listen to some music and just like clear my thoughts. Just get away from distractions. Put away my phone. Turn that TV off. And when I'm sitting there quiet, the thoughts are gonna come. Mm-hmm. Like, my mind is gonna be like, oh, you need to do this, oh, you need to do that, and I'm just like, okay. Yeah, that's how I get over content block. And another thing that I just want to put out there: take a break. Mm-hmm. Like, it's okay to take a day off, a couple of days off, a week off. Do what you gotta do, because like I said before, I took a couple of months off, and at first I felt bad, but now, like, I'm just thinking about, like, I don't feel bad for taking those couple of months off, because that's what I needed for my own self-care. That's what I needed for my own self-love, and that's what I needed for my own healing. I took those months off, and it was personal. It didn't have anything to do with anyone or anything like that. It was just for my own personal, for my own self. That's what I did for me. And now that I'm back, like, my head is on straight. I know what I'm doing. I have a schedule, and I'm just ready to create this content and do what I got to do. Yes, back and I'm better. I would say how I overcome creative block, I honestly don't know. And I don't want to say that I never get creative block, but I guess it's easier for me, like, when I do those things, when I talk about that, it's like, okay, with my themes, I'm like, okay, here's the topic, here's that. I have thought about, like, how do I switch my content mainly? And that's when I get creative block. It's like, if I don't want to talk about adults no more, if I don't want to talk about traveling no more, how can I create something else to talk about? So
how I think I overcome creative block is just talking to people, like with my friends. If I get an idea from them, I'm like, oh, that'd be a great topic to talk about. If I see something that's trending, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I could talk about that. I kind of got to a creative block, honestly, with adulting and traveling. Traveling more so, not really creative block, but it's like what we're dealing with. That's how I got into it. But like, with adulting, like I can only talk about so much before I don't beat the horse on it, and if people are going to get it or if they're not going to get it. So I kind of got into a creative block with that. So then I just kind of switched my content. You know, I'm just like, well, let me live my life as an adult, and we're just going to talk about the trials and tribulations of that. So that's how I think about it. Do you get creative fatigue? I don't know what that is.
Can you explain what that is?
Yeah, I don't think I get. It's like where you create so much, like you're sick or something like that. You get tired. I'm being for real. I don't know. Like you get sick, your head hurts or something like that. I feel like I don't create that much, but I feel like I do get overwhelmed sometimes. Like in the beginning of the year, I was really overwhelmed because I brought my blog back. I was trying to do YouTube more consistently. I'm doing live on Facebook more and Instagram, so I felt like I got overwhelmed with my content creation a little bit more, but now I'm trying to get into like a schedule and a mode to be able to, you know, produce the content as well as all the other stuff that I'm doing in my life, but mainly like my sole focus right now, I'm trying to get monetized and stuff like that, so I'm like, I am trying to, you know, stay on the narrow path to, you know, be able to be able to, you know, create content. Hey, y'all, for joining. And I see that you had another question, so let me look at your other question. Mm-hmm. The next question, yes, come with the questions, because this is great. How do you have the drive to stay consistent? The drive to stay consistent is motivated by getting monetized for me, period.
Same, that's money.
Staying consistent is not that hard to me because I love, honestly, what I do. Like, I love creating content. I love doing podcasting. I was doing this before it was a monetization. I was doing this before it was content creation. So it's like, I'm consistent because I want to be consistent. Now, when people are like, that's why I get frustrated when people tell me I need to be consistent. And I'm like, I've been consistent for so long. Like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go to the next level. Like, I am so ready to go to the next level because I have been so consistent. So that's what frustrates me when people are like, be consistent. Like, I've been consistent, period. The next one, if you could work with any other creative brand person, who would you want to work with? Period. That's a good question. Oprah. I'm working with Oprah. I'm working with some travel brands. I'm working with Tyler Perry. I'm working with the Travel Channel, okay? Yes. I'm about to be doing some tours, some house tours. I would love to have my own show on the Travel Network, Travel, like Brandon. I've always said that. So we're going to see when it gets here. He said, let the chase you. I don't know what that means, but okay. But yeah, so that's who I would want to work with. And I would want to work with, like, I guess airlines, but airlines, they're going to get money regardless. So, you know, the brands I work with, like travel brands, nonprofits that help people travel and stuff like that. I would really want to work with them. And I would want to work with, I would say, like, people who give back. So like philanthropy, like I love philanthropy, so I would love to do something like that. But definitely the brands and the networks is the Travel Network. Any travel brands, come and sponsor your girl, okay? Period. Because we out here. So that's who I would want to work with. Who would you want to work with?
Of course, I want to work with Issa Rae. You know,
yes,
you know, that's my girl for sure. Issa Rae and Issa Rae Presents, Ava DuVernay.
Period.
Those are like my two favorites. I'm trying to think of one content creator that I would love to work with is what is her name? Jackie, I don't know.
Jackie Aina? Her name's like Jackie.
Jackie.
Yeah, Kevin on Stage just interviewed her, so y'all should go check out that interview.
Yeah, I would love to work with her. I'm pretty sure it's like more people, but I can't really.
Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, you want to work with her.
Yeah, I would love to work with Tiana Taylor. Her creativity and her direction is like
amazing.
Dope. Like I would love to just like try to be her. Like
I think
Minty or something.
I think somebody fun would be to work with is Keke Palmer.
Oh yeah, I would definitely.
I think Keke Palmer is cool.
Y'all know what I want to do with Keke Palmer. I would love to like do TikToks and dance with her.
Yes,
like I think we are similar when it comes down to like our dance videos.
Jacqueline.
I would
was that you?
To work with Keke Palmer.
I think Keke Palmer would be cool, and I think Tiffany Haddish would be so fun to work with. Okay,
she's hilarious.
Yeah, and I want to write a love story for me and Kofi. I'm just playing. I just kid. But yes, thank you. Oh, you have any long or short-term goals you want to share with us in 2022? Well, I did a goals, episode.
So go check it out.
So check that one out on Millennial Thoughts. Y'all can, download that, subscribe to that, on the podcast platform that you use, and also you can watch it on YouTube. But you can share some of your goals since you're new.
So like my midterm goal for 2022 is
to
get monetized on YouTube. My short-term goal is to be like more consistent. Because like I said, I've been off the grid for a while, so I'm just trying to like get back into the hang of things. My long-term goal is to like quit my job and creating content my full-time thing. Like I don't gotta work a 9 to 5 no more. Another goal is to like get more sponsorships and brands. Like brands be reaching out to me, but they don't be trying to pay. You know what I'm saying? So get more branding and sponsorships and stuff like that.
I would say that my main goal is to reach 10K downloads on my podcast, period. I really want to reach that, and I want to do some live shows, and I want to like take my podcast up to the next level, but also take.
You need to get in contact to the girl on my left.
Well, that is not to be on the podcast episode, girl.
Let's see what it is.
I mean, on the video, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna edit that out. But and so my other goal is to get my blog back up where I want to do it. It's Alicia's Adventures. If y'all don't know, I'm doing guest posts and I'm shouting black people out who are traveling the world, who are living abroad and stuff like that. So I want to bring my blog back up. I want to bring my podcast back up because I want to be able to get those brand deals, to get those sponsorships, and I want to get monetized on YouTube so I'm able to have another source of income, which is my 9 to 5 plus content creation. So those are my main goals. Those are my main goals for 2022. So yeah, I don't really mind sharing. What country you two from, like background? I'm about to figure out who you are after this episode. Where I'm from? Am I an island girl? I am from the country. I am from the Caribbean. I said the country. I am from the island. What island do you think I'm from? I'm just kidding, girl. Boy. Born and raised, okay, in the Americas. Okay. It's in the Americas. I'm black, Caribbean descent, African descent, but my people's they in the island, so that's where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's that. What are some other ways creatives can earn revenue before monetization? Well, before they're monetized, like we said, you could get sponsorships, you can get brand deals. You can actually provide your own services. So if you edit, if you produce, if you do videos, you can use that as a service. There's something called Patreon. They ain't paying me, but I'm going to let y'all know. Like, y'all can create content on there. Before you get monetized, you can get on, like, if you have a blog, if you have a website, I highly recommend all content creators to have their own website on blog. You can get people to send you stuff. You do reviews, and that's not monetization. So they'll pay you for doing the review, pay you for the product and stuff like that. So, yeah. That is some ways that, you can get paid before monetization. Okay, I'm Jamaican. I love the Jamaicans. I love the Caribbeans. I love the Islanders.
My dad is Jamaican.
Okay, shout out to your daddy. But, yes, hopefully y'all love this episode. I love the interaction. I love the questions. I really appreciate it. We will be going live. If y'all want to join us next week, I'll be going live probably on Tuesday. The first day of Black History Month. We're going to be talking about Black love and stuff like that. It's Valentine's Day and stuff. So, yeah. Okay, well, let them know about the Connect with the page sponsorships and stuff. Now, are you in Jamaica? Or are you Jamaican? Okay, we need to know that one. I'm just playing. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this episode. Yes. If y'all don't have any other questions, we would love to leave you all with some words of wisdom before we depart from you all, okay? So, all hearts and minds are clear. We hope y'all enjoyed this episode. The words of wisdom today is from Sarah Goldberg. She's a Canadian actress, okay? She said, "You are in charge of yourself and your life, and nobody else has the right to take advantage of you or your hard work. So do your hard work, get paid for it, and live a life of abundance, okay? And do it big, go hard in the paint." It's 2022. Thanks for the live. I love the interaction. Thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all for joining. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I hope y'all have fun. Oh, and make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also follow Dannieka I on all her social medias. If y'all in Atlanta, book her. For y'all's social media, for y'all photography and videography stuff as well. And just follow me at Alicia's Adventures. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Before
y'all really
we go,
enjoyed this live.
let me say something right quick.
Dannieka wants to say something.
I just want to say, 2022. Listen, now I'm being serious. Like, we say this every year, but 2022 is like a special year because we've been through so much in 2020, 2021. We had a lot of setbacks. We couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. But in 2022,
ain't no setbacks.
We're doing everything we said that we were going to do, and we're not going to limit ourselves. We're not going to overthink. We're not going to self-sabotage ourselves. We're not going to limit ourselves. Just do it. 2022, just do it. 2022. I love you.
Thank y'all so much. Have a great rest of y'all night. Thank y'all for joining me. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Hey millennials, do you want to be financially free? Do you want a second stream of income or extra money to pay off your debt? Well, Millennial Thoughts has created a 6-week side hustler program just for you. We will be building your side hustle in 6 weeks with 3 easy steps. Are you ready to start making money now and be a part of the side hustler community? Email me at millennialthoughtspod@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram saying I want to sign up for the Side Hustler program. That is it for Millennial Thoughts. Thank you all so much for listening. And make sure you subscribe so you can stay with us and hear from us next week. Peace.